the real deal is how volunteering can really transform you. Because up until then, I think a lot of us in the middle class or the upper middle class families, we are on this, a lot of our experiences are very controlled, and it is basically going to school. There's X amount of activities that you're exposed to. So often you're not really exposed to the realities or lives of lesser privileged. And immersing yourself in volunteering activities at a very young age a very young age by mean in college can really define. So this is something that I tell a lot of people who've just stepped out of school or college, think that, you know what, just immerse yourself in a problem or immerse yourself in dedicating significant hours to something, so that really shapes your belief. That's I think what that kind of experience does for individuals.
If you're interested in particular professions and you do research, you go to somebody who's in that profession.
Right.
See, one thing is, today's generation of youngsters, they don't know social communication. You see, even in social network, those shortcuts for everything, spelling, whatever, and all the kind of mindless things they write, feeling excited, feeling hungry, all those stickers, and they're taking shortcuts. They don't even write hungry. They just put that emoji, feeling hungry emoji.
Yeah, true.
What you do is learn to have social communication.
Environmentally conscious really is about being kinder to the environment, right? So then that really comes back to, can you be kinder to your people, and can you really understand who you are as a person then? Because if you have to be these certain things, or if you have to display these certain values, then you have to really know who you are and see if these values are inherent in you, or if you have to inculcate those values. So I think it really does change your whole perspective about life and you as a person itself.
Honest, I try to purchase things which don't come in plastic. For example, if I had to buy simple stuff like rice or dal, I would try and buy them recyclable packet, those packets and stuff, or cloth bags. And the food waste that I generated, I would try to create compost out of it. I mean, I just recently relocated, so earlier I was giving it to the cow. So here I don't have that option of giving it to the cow. So I'm trying to compost it, whatever wet waste I'm generating from my kitchen vegetable peels and stuff like that. I'm trying to create compost. And
for a long time I really struggled with self-belief. I always second guess myself. I think it happens with women a lot. We always tend to second guess ourselves. Am I doing this? Am I doing it right? Am I, making sense? We always do that. So I struggle with self-belief a lot. But and also the industry that I come from, it can be very elitist, can be very including. It's the truth. That's how things are, and because I have seen it firsthand, I can say this. And when I started doing what I was doing, I was very, very concerned if anybody would really find anything of value in it, right? But I still went ahead with it. I just followed my instinct, I followed my heart, and I put my heart and soul into it. And I feel like, self-belief is very important. It is difficult. A lot of times you have to struggle with, that aspect. But I feel like it really helped me, because today, I have people telling me that I inspire them. So,
power to make that change. Sometimes if you're doing something small, we think that, how will that make a difference? But I think that's very important when we understand our potential, firstly. And in terms of being conscious, again, it comes from the same place. If you understand how everything around is really something you should be responsible for as an individual, that's when I think we learn to be a little more conscious.
And anything that is positive inspires me in anyone, whosoever the person, even if he is my student also, if I see he's commendable, he's dedicated, or anyway, if he has some good qualities, I imbibe them. I try to take all the positive things from it. But the one I'm very, very grateful and who has a great influence on my life is my guru, that is my grandfather. And somewhere when it comes to dedication and having that giving soul, okay, my mom has also a great influence on me.
There are lots of media content going on right now, especially, for example, if there's something that happens around the world, like in Lebanon, the Beirut, the event that happened, it immediately gets spread out throughout the social media. So like within 10 minutes, I will see 10 stories, like, already on Instagram. And I think people just, for me at least, youth here gets really hyped about different events and supporting different events. But I think for someone who has not really been exposed, I think mainly education, and I think just exposing to different contents, I would say to follow. I know news isn't really a thing, but there are different news that are actually really interesting. Like, for example, Now This News is a very popular millennial, Gen Z. They promote content that's interesting yet educating at the same time, so I follow them. But just educating yourself, because you are the next generation.